Alright, hello everyone. My name is Gabby. I would be streaming this, but I tried to stream and I'm just getting dropped frames and something's wrong with the connection and I have absolutely no idea. I am not IT savvy enough to understand what that all means. I don't want to keep like troubleshooting for ages, but I want to figure out what's going on with Umineko. So I guess I will do this off stream, as they say. But by that I mean I'm doing the exact same setup. It's just the OBS. I'm pressing the record button instead of the stream button. So I guess theoretically, I guess I could do both, but that might be a bit of a yeah. First of all, the stream's not working, and second of all, it's putting us probably we put an extra strain on this computer, and who even knows if it'll work properly. So yeah, welcome to Umineko. Last time, Will has figured out the truth, and the culprit is there. But instead of telling us about the culprit and revealing who it is, we get to go and hear their life story first. Despite what I was thinking about my theory of like that the like Battler was somehow responsible for everything, and Beatrice is basically his hallucination to try to not admit that this is all the truth or something like that. Seems like Beatrice is a real person, kind of. By that I mean, they are essentially, well, they are um basically Kinzo's love child again. Um, but also made from kind of really messed up reasons, like the fact that Kinzo impregnated his own daughter. So you know, usual crazy person stuff. And basically because of that, when they thought the baby was dead, like Genji was like, yeah, Kinzo is not all there. This baby is not safe to be with Kinzo, so we're going to pretend it's a servant, and that servant, his name is Yasu or something, who is working in the Ushiromiya family, and they have become a big fan of murder mystery novels. They don't know their true identity. Only Kinzo doesn't know either. Only Genji knows, and from there on, who even knows? Basically, somebody is another Beatrice is telling this version of the story. Apparently, they're the culprit. Maybe not. Who even knows? I don't know. Let's get started. 1 second. I am going to be interrupted in a second, so let's just put this away. All right, I am back. And yeah, let's do this. I do. Okay. I mean, let's see if the streaming, if just test the stream just to see if it's fixed itself in the last like 2 minutes, and then we'll see. So far so good. No, 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 frame drops are back. Okay, no. Streaming is still not working. It's just going crazy. But yeah, I have the recording going, so at least I can save that version of it. Yeah, oh god, why is it do this? I've got no idea. Like the kilobytes per second thing is still like still good, but then it just says dropped frames. I don't know. And then it keeps going down and goes up again. I don't understand how internet works. I'm not an IT person, so yeah, let's not worry about that. Okay, so yeah, basically we are continuing the story of Beatrice slash Leon slash the true culprit slash Kinzo's love child slash the master of locked rooms. I don't know. So let's keep going. Chapter 4, New Days. Chapter 4, New Days. The months and years slid by. In my new, more colorful life, I smiled at the spring sunshine peeking through the trees, gazed up at the column of summer clouds. Interesting, because okay, because the this pattern glove confused me. It looked like like a leopard print or something. But no, it's just lace, but then some areas are thicker than others. One time where this art style actually feels like it communicates more than the more fancy version. Colors, yeah, colors pretty much exactly the same though. And enjoyed the piles of fallen leaves in autumn and played in winter snow with the few times it did fall. As these days passed one after another, there was a considerable change to my environment. The servants coming from Fukuin House had switched. They weren't specific grades like in school, so there's no saying how long a servant could work for quitting. Yeah. I was an exception. Yep. Just going to school. That year, all of the Fukuin House servants quit at once. It wasn't at all rare for quits finish to quit at the same time as each other. All of my fellow servants from Fukuin House graduated from the island at once, leaving only me behind. Okay. Usually me and my family made no effort to stop them from leaving. Adult servants were easier to handle in the first place. Frequent house servants were only accepted so that they could be trained, so all the servants beside me left and no one tried to stop them. Later, Yasu. Don't go losing stuff again. At the very end, I finally said the one thing I'd always wanted to say to them. However, they basically ignored me and just picked up their things and left. I guess you never got a chance to become friends with them. I didn't even want to. Yeah, I'm sure they feel the same way, so you're even. Let's just forget about those people. They no longer have anything to do with us, so there's no reason to think about them. Yeah, you're right. You have two good friends, Kumasawa-san and me. And if you want to prove that you can take care of yourself, prove it to the new servants who are coming. My name is Azune. Pleased to meet you. My name is Belny. Pleased to meet you. Oh, like, yeah. thought they were just pranks. It was easy to think of it that way. You think the witch Beatrice actually existed? I don't believe it. I don't know if it was Beatrice, but I do think that something inhuman, something really did exist in that mansion. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So you're being possessed by the witch, sure. Fear not, I'll give your body back soon enough. I should teach her a lesson with a little prey. Interesting. Butterflies are scared of spiderweb, so it's a gold butterfly. Okay, yep. It's just weird because, they've been clearly saying that no, magic isn't real, just a metaphor for something, so I don't understand what we're trying to say by this. Oh, no, streaming still doesn't work. I have a friend who's a witch called Beatrice. She always used to pull pranks on me with her strange magic. Because I saw this all the time, I thought I knew what magic was. But today she'd possessed my body and used magic with it. The sensation of magic I finally felt at that time still held my heart in trance. It was a completely unknown pleasure. Oh no, she's becoming mad, or they're becoming mad with power. I guess I can't become like you after all. What do you mean? This is a bit abrupt. You're my ideal, always. Yeah, Everyone in the Fukun house loves you and is kind to you. Since you always played with me, you're the only friend I've ever had. And you're also a wonderful servant who can carry out any task in the Ushirumi mansion both flawlessly and gracefully. You were the target I longed to reach. That's what you were to me. Yeah, let's give it our all together. As they say, perseverance prevails. Unless they're saying that Shannon as well also isn't real because she's the furniture and so she is a hallucination that this Beatrice made to make themselves feel better and not as lonely. I don't know. I'm gonna stop being a servant. Huh? Instead of a servant, I'd rather be a witch. Yeah, sure, of course. What do you mean by witch? I did, and still do, wish I could be a servant loved and relied upon by everybody. But right now, I want to be a witch even more. Oh, huh? A witch. Beatrice. You see, today Beatrice possessed me and used my body to do magic. That unknown world felt so thrilling. It was much more thrilling when I learned that I'd be selected as an Ushirimiya family servant. It was like learning about a new world, as though I'd been living in a world of darkness all my life until I knew what the world was like, and finally learnt what light was and saw the world for the first time. It was joy, excitement. I could tell, it's still there. There's still just a bit of it there along with that sensation. I can do it. I can still do it. What is? What on earth just happened? This is magic. It's really fun. Magic. Yeah, magic. There was still some magic left in my fingers, so I was able to use it. But if I became a real witch, I'll be able to use it whenever and however I want to do anything. Now that I've learned how fun this can be, I don't want to come back to being human. Being a servant is just too boring, so I'm going to become a witch. Become a witch? Wait! I've already made my decision, Shannon. It's been fun. I'll give you this room. You can use it by yourself. Later. Goodbye. Wait! We are alone here. Okay. I'm done acting the part of the servant. I'm going to modify this world. What? Indeed, understood. In that case, what will you do? What is the... Okay. I mean... So, this isn't a real person? I don't know. Being a wonderful servant like Shannon wouldn't be bad. But now that I know how fun it is to be a witch, that feels like a boring dream. I can't go back anymore. What will happen to Shannon? Shannon can just be Shannon and stay as a respected servant. She'll stay the same. From now on, it won't be the two of us together, but her alone. Farewells are sudden, is that not the phrase? Very well. Being fickle makes life more entertaining. And what of you? Yep. Oh, thanks. I want to become a witch. I want to become Beto. But I'm already Beatrice. You'll still be a witch, my friend. I'm modifying the world so that Beto is me. What the fuck does any of this mean anymore? So I'll be a witch who is a friend of Beatrice. Pretty much So from now on, you're a different witch. I understand. Then what will be my new name? I'll put that on hold until I think of one. You'll be nameless for a while. Sorry about the trouble. Not at all, not at all. This is my precious name we're talking about. You better take your time and think carefully about it. Look at the Book of Geisha. Beatrice's voice is that of a woman of high station. Shall I give that to you as well? Yeah, I'll inherit the way she talks. Indeed, I comprehend. Or perhaps I shouldn't say it like that. I'll need to find a good way to sound like Beatrice's big sister, like a witch friend. Yeah, or should it be indeed? Okay, then how? No, wait. What about what of my appearance? I've got a sort of blood red witch look. Why not choose a different color for yourself? When Beatrice wanders the mansion at night, she's often seen dressed in white. Yes, I suppose ghosts are classically white. A witch in a white dress. Let's try putting all that together. A white dress, a noble look. Like one of noble blood, but with a dark, sarcastic streak. Oh, she's like a tomboy princess, so her voice is a mix of formality and rudeness. And the dress should be in the exact opposite to make a nice contrast. Then what of this form? I've taken a liking to this form. This will be quite satisfactory. Not bad. You look great, Beto. I like it. I truly do like this form. So, okay, I mean, okay, I guess she's, yeah, like, I get the idea that Beatrice is being constructed by everybody's illusions of it, but, like, what does this mean? Interesting. No matter who I want or strive to be, the only face I'll ever show in a mirror is the heartlessly pathetic and realistic face of Yasu. Mirrors which always force me to face my shabby reality. Hello? Mirrors, which always force me to face my shabby reality, are something I always want to avoid. That's right, I hate mirrors. I don't want to see my pitiful self. So long, Shannon. Days I spent as a human, with you as a goal and a constant comfort, were truly fun. If I had never learned the joys of magic and awakened as a witch, everything would doubtless have remained as it was. I was your only close friend too, wasn't I? Please forgive me for erasing that friend so suddenly. As a parting gift, I will erase me from your world. Of course you can do that. Wait, what? Now you're taking on that Beatrice's role? I don't know. Okay, well, they swap places? I don't know. Oh, I am one, yet many. I've had enough of playing the servant. I've had enough of being human. From this night forth, I am Beatrice, the golden witch Beatrice who has lived for 1,000 years. Praise me, servants. Have fear when you are chosen for the night shift. In the nighttime mansion, everything is mine, for that is my time. Oh, I am one, yet many. Yes, let our world swallow up everything. It is like the raging seas. Well, now let us drink the mysterious moon dry tonight, with this human book as a side dish. You call this a mystery? You call this a closed room? You call this a crime impossible for humans? Don't make me laugh. With all these holes and weak points, you call this a crime impossible for humans? Is there no splendid closed room magic that can do my name justice? No, not here, not here, not there either. All of them pathetic. It's enough to make one giggle, but now I'm not so sure which is the side dish, the moon or the book. If I get tired of mystery, I can change myself into a butterfly. I can flit around the island, the mansion, the vast forest at will. I'll follow those cowardly servants as they do their nighttime rounds. And when they check to see that a window is locked, they'll see me laughing at them from the reflection on the glass. I can be fickle, and I do as I please. Pranks at night should be a lot of fun. Okay, I've decided. Let's play like that starting tonight. How amusing. What amusement this night shall bring. In the world of witches, the only limits to your fun are the limits of your imagination. My imagination shall become the source of my magical power. Splendid! It shall all be so fun. I shall expand it infinitely. And let us swallow the whole island. The island night will all be mine. Oh, how refined and pleasant are the days of a witch. Oh, I am one, yet many. Yeah, yeah. Yes, to the wonderful world of witches. We can try again, the stream. Let's try. Alright, let's see. Will it work? Will it work? It will not work. It just says drop frames. Drop frames, drop frames, drops frames, and more dropped frames. Yeah, it's just not. Streaming is not working today. So let's go back to recording this. Right? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's terrible. I'm just trying to I don't know, is it no, okay, because it looks like the drop frames stop for a second, like everything's fine, and then there's just more drop frames show up again. So it's like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work, which is a shame. I wanted to stream this, but it doesn't look like the streaming is working. Ah, I really know what to do. I guess I'll just continue the recording, so it'll still work like that. Chapter 5, a new element. Okay, element of love, huh? My, my, seems the work of a servant is just as boring as it ever was. I do not tire of this life. Welcome, Shannon. Welcome to my golden rose garden. You are Beatrice-sama. do you want to return to that colorless world where you waste all your time with school and your job and the family works you to the bone? Despite all that, it's still my world. Shannon, does that sort of world really need to be yours? Let me be honest with you, Shannon. I didn't just invite you here. I came to take you home. That's right. There are things in the human world that are even more fun than magic. Sir, that cannot be. It's love. I love George Summer. I want to know. I believe I have everything, so tell me what it is I lack. I think that you already know. Isn't that why you invited me here? Thinking about complicated stuff will just fuel your headache, of course. So what is it that I do not possess? What? Right, because it's the day of the family conference is here, and so that means George is coming, right? Right? Now is Battler showing up? That's the question. Okay, no, Battler's still here. Yeah. Yeah, I assume he's still alive at this point. Yeah. Of course, we don't have any sprites for Assume for reasons. Yeah. Frodo's wife still Asumu and had been born. Glitter and Cannon hadn't yet been employed by Ishirimiya family. And the witch's epitaph, which would toy with the family's fate, hadn't appeared yet. Yep. Alright, during this time, what happened? What's different about the day of the family conference on Rokkenjima? Maybe an attention-filled day for the adults. But to us kids, it was a wonderful day. The only time we got to see all the cousins we loved. In the summer, we'd play with our cousins, and on the beach, and even in the winter, there were plenty of games we could play. Family conferences were tons of fun for us. Same here. Mom was always yelling about how there must be no mistakes, but to me, it was just the day I got to play with all my cousins. After all, there's usually nothing at all to do on Rokkenjima. The four of us. The cousins were the only ones at the same age. Shannon-chan was the fourth. Yep. Right. I knew the madam would scold me if she found out, but I wouldn't have let her. You're always the one close friend I had who could understand me. Thank you for your words, milady. I believe there has been some sort of misunderstanding. All I remember was lecturing him as the older and more knowledgeable cousin about the difference between how boys and girls grow. And so, rather than dirty talk between cousins late at night, it was instead a sign of healthy growth and, yeah, I remember all of us cousins talking about stuff like that until midnight. And what's this? A bunch of kids gathered together playing stupid games and talking about trivial matters. Is this the human pleasure you found that surpasses the pleasure of witches? Well, I mean, yeah, because it's real, unlike the witches, which is all just fucking make-believe delusions. Yeah. Love, there it is. It's love. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that you can only really enjoy mystery novels when you talk about it with other people. The day I can't even stream. If I start streaming, will the internet have magically fixed itself using magic and magic and magic? Nope, it's still dropping frames like absolute crazy. Ah, shame. It's a shame. Magic? Magic? No, it's just gone to 0 now. It's even worse. Interesting. The heart is missing. If someday you decide to quit, if I do, come over to my place. And then we won't need to worry about time running out anymore. That's right. We could be together as long as we wanted. I know that day will come someday. You think it will? Yeah, I'm certain of it. Certain? Why is he certain? When that day comes, I'll come for you, riding a white horse. What? Does that mean you're gonna be my prince? One year from now. Oh, here we go. If a year after now you still feel like coming for me on a white horse, and me too. If I still like you a year from now, I'd like to dedicate the rest of my life to you. And then we all fucking die. 1 year from now, right here, I'd like to make my decision. I see. So, this emotion that feels like sweet suffocation is love. It is emotion I do not know, one I do not have. Though my magic can grant any wish, though my paradise can grant any wish, the thing I do not have, that incomprehensible emotion, burns like fire, and yet madly, one wants to hold it close. All I know is that no matter how great a witch I might become, I cannot create this emotion. It must be given by another person. This emotion, it's just too much. Once you've felt it, there's no forgetting it, is there? Oh shit, we're back to the real world. This form is... I'm lending it to you. I'm thrilled, I hate idiots. Call yourself Claire as a temporary name. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. It's like really popular nowadays. Or would you prefer Beto? You have my gratitude. This way I won't have to expose my pitiful form. Okay. Oh yeah, a fake, for those who still haven't discovered Beatrice's true form, yeah. Basically, a fake to avoid spoilers. Then, is this a tale about me in another world? Leon, this is indeed a tale of you in another world, and also my tale. A tale of a world where I live as a witch, not a human. I am incapable of imagining what-if scenarios for my own life. However, the tale you tell is beyond anything I can imagine. Even so, it's the life that another you has led. But still, that doesn't mean I can accept it easily. Even if it is a different world, you're saying that I get my entire family and all my servants involved in a terrible crime that I'm the mastermind of. How am I supposed to deal with that? It's true. Be quiet, listen, and figure it out. Okay, fine. It's like you don't understand the true story yet. In a different life, I end up as a servant, and if that wasn't enough, I suddenly become a witch, and then I eventually carry out several terrifying murders. How am I supposed to understand that? Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I doubt anyone could understand. This person here thought that no one would ever understand. That's why you're here. That's why Ben Castell brought you two people who never should have met together like this. It's not like I have any deep reason for it. It was just a whim. This is a motive that no one else can understand, Leon. So you need to be the one to understand it. I'm not the main character in this tale. You are. I'm just here to help you understand. You said that you understand the culprit's motive. Yes. Is that motive a satisfying explanation for why I'd kill my entire family? Who knows? That's for you to decide. Even if I say it's satisfying, that doesn't mean it'll satisfy you. You have to decide that for yourself. I really don't have a clue what's going on. I've seen several crimes called game board that Beatrice supposedly carried out. And now I'm hearing another me talk about a different life from mine. There's no connection between that and the crime. I don't understand. At this point in the tale, even I could not have dreamed that I would eventually carry out such terrible crimes. In fact, even if I had been able to dream of it, I did not have the power to commit those crimes at that time. Probably. Your misfortune probably came when you solved the epitaph's riddle. Huh? You mean that epitaph about the hidden gold? What are you talking about? There exists a system for gaining different accomplices for each crime. Reasoning can lead us to the possibility that the culprit possesses a vast amount of money. You can also envision another system, which involves inviting all to the Golden Land and making all loves bear fruit. So you're saying that Beatrice was just a normal person and then they discover the epitaph and then because they become Beatrice? Is that it? Or is this... You've already seen that far as well. That's the answer to the final riddle from the fourth game. Your greatest misfortune was solving the epitaph. Reviving as the Golden Witch in the truest sense and gaining magical power. What does that mean? Looking back, was that really misfortune after all? I do not know. However, as long as the fact that Battler's son returned in 1986 remains unchanged, some sort of tragedy would certainly have occurred. What does this mean? I don't know anymore. If Battler returned a year earlier or later, that incident might not have occurred. What does that mean? If Battler had returned a year earlier or later, then what? Fate can be so filled with irony. It made me walk the path of a witch, and when I solved the epitaph, I became a true witch. Then 6 years passed, and I learnt of his return. If all of that was fate, then this crime must have been inevitable and inescapable for me. In 1980, Battler was resentful because of the death of his mother, Asumu, and his family remarriage that came too soon, so he left the Ushiramiya family. For 6 whole years, he had no direct contact with them. He convinced his grandparents on, yep. And when his grandfathers passed away, he made up with Rudolph returned to Ushiramiya family, yep. That bad luck gave birth to your motive for the crime. I did wonder, why, after 6 whole years, did he finally come back? I understand. In a way, it would have been better for you if he had never come back. Of course, my suffering would have continued. However, I may not have tainted myself with the unforgivable crime of mass murder. How could Butler create a motive? And this is just she had a crush on him, and then he left, and then she felt bad, and he came back, and then she's like, why would I kill their entire family? You've got it backwards. No, backwards. The crime didn't occur because Battler left. It happened because Battler came back. The more I think about it, Ushiro Battler was quite a disagreeable man. More than anything else, because he never realized the outbreak of the crime was his fault. Somehow. He did remember in the end. However, that was long after you gave up and disappeared. If that is so, then it would give my heart some peace. I don't have a clue what you two are talking about anymore. I'd like to ask you bluntly. I want to know, what on earth happened to you that made you decide to commit a crime? That's the most important part. It's just like how Ushiramiya respected the whodunit in mystery novels. Yep. In that case, allow me to continue. 1980, 6 years before I resolved myself to committing the crime. Chapter 6, Days of Trials. I wonder if I start streaming now, will it work? Probably not. That's a red sign, which means probably not. "1980, 6 years until the incident, oh shit. For I were finally going to find out what Battler's sin of 6 years ago really was. Stop streaming. Yeah, it's just not working. Battler-sama has left the Ushiramiya family. We live. I mean, okay. So, okay. Maybe we'll see. So basically, the problem is, it's just saying dropped frames. All the frames are dropping. So, if this doesn't, if this is just you're unable to watch and listen and understand anything, then yeah, I am recording this just in case the stream doesn't really work because. In fact, I've been recording this for over an hour at this point. I've gone through all of the Beatrice story of White Beatrice, of her backstory. I feel like it's kind of just sort of things that we've already seen at this point, so it's not really much interesting. So yeah, we'll see. When did Curie-san get pregnant back? Was Mom was still alive? Okay. Yep. You don't have to say good on Battler, you know? I mean, it's very harsh, but I understand why he'd be upset about that. Did I kill Asumu? So, how long's it been since I started killing her? Then again, we still know from the red that he is not Asumu's child, so whatever the fuck that means. They reserve seating in hell. If they do, I'd like to reserve myself a VIP spot. Wait, what? Oh shit! What the fuck? You mean it was this entire time it wasn't George? It was Battler that Shannon was in love with? What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting so confused. Everyone's roles are switching up to the point I'm not even sure what's true and what's not anymore. So then is Shannon? I was confused as well. I don't know which characters are doing what anymore. Shannon. What? Like, did she decide I will kill the Ushiromia family, so that way you don't have to worry about disowning them because they're all gone, and then there will be nothing to get in the way of our love. I don't know anymore. I guess I should have thought about it, considered it when I was talking about how, you know, this person of mystery novels. George didn't do that. It was. Wait, hang on. Okay, I'm going. No, I can't go back to the back and see. I thought it was saying it was George. I guess it is fitting that even the answer still has things filtered through magic metaphor. Yeah, that's it's true. It's fitting, I guess, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the concrete parts in it, and yeah, the fact that they've like been changing who is what is definitely making me confused at the moment. So like for all I know, this isn't even Shannon at all. Like Shannon is somebody else, and this is just a metaphor for somebody. I don't know. Uh, yeah. I mean, nothing. Let's put it this way. Uh, yeah, the stream is not working still. But I don't know. I don't know how visible it is. It just says that like about a third. There's about about a third dropped frames. 1 in 3 frames are being dropped. So I don't know what it actually the stream actually looks like, and this is why I was just recording it the entire time instead of actually streaming it. 1 year later, and then just, he's not coming. Oh no, I'm in despair. Yeah, they even have the despair music. Oh, I get occasional missed frames, but I can still read most of it. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's fair enough. Also, I mean, you've played this game already, and you've read this, so you kind of probably have figured out where I am, and you kind of know what's going on. It seems kind of okay. If not, well, yeah, it might play you better as a VOD. Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, I am also recording this, so I'll probably put the recording onto the VOD channel onto YouTube, and so, you know, and that probably won't have any issues, hopefully. This is Anne-chan. What a cute name. So, you two couldn't make up after all. If you're getting dropped frames, I would go kick the router. Well, that would probably make it worse, Robin. I thought this would be the perfect chance to bring him back, but he's just as stubborn as Dad. Butler can never come back. I'll miss him. But yeah, the part where I didn't really stream, there hasn't really been that much interesting stuff at the moment anyway. It's just this, like, metaphors. Thanks a lot, both of you. After all, you're the ones who told me in the first place. This is a test, a trial to be overcome. George-sama said something about it. He said this might be the same as leaving the nest for Battler-san. So I'm sure Battler didn't come today because I wasn't determined enough. It's only natural since I couldn't even truly believe he would come. Yeah, just like Orihime and Hirohikoboshi, of course. Yes, like Tanabata. Battler-san, I love you, Battler. But Battler-kun didn't come back for 6 years. Still a long way to go until then. So you had to wait 6 whole years feeling like that. When one waits every year for something to happen the next, and then the same thing happens the next year and the next, it becomes the same as waiting for an eternity. Pretty pathetic, don't you think? After all, this promise you thought you made with Battler seems to be something he knew nothing about, right? Battler-kun does tend to use melodramatic phrases just like Uncle Rudolph. His roundabout way of putting things might have led to a misunderstanding. Some girl's gonna stab Butler in the back someday. 6 years later. Yeah, right. Well, I guess that's more or less what this tale is. When words can mean different things, they can turn a person's life upside down. There are times when careless talk costs lives. Or at least, isn't Beto stab Statler in the back? You, you know what? I don't know what's happening anymore. So, Chapter 7, Sprout of Love, Root of Love. 1 year later. Okay. 1982. I'm just throwing out a theory. Fair enough. There are a lot of theories. I mean, the whole thing is they basically say the point of this game is to make theories. Playing the game is as part of playing the game. We want you to make theories. I mean, okay, if this, first of all, I mean, assuming that this is all actually real and is actually happening, I think once you're mature enough, I think you also start to realize that, sometimes kids can forget things and stuff. So, like, maybe you should try to get in contact with him yourself before you start wasting away 6 years of your life. Right. I think Shannon is Delulu. So it looks like Patterson didn't come back this year either. True. Feeling a bit lonely. Well, Uncle Rudolph and Aunt Curie don't even bring him up anymore. It looks like Badlerkin was much more serious about it than we thought. I wonder if he really will stay away forever. It looks like that was him leaving the nest after all. I think I just realized uh, this was the background I think that they used when Beatrice in the fourth game was like, remember your sin of like 6 years ago. So I assume that this area of the mansion was where he like made that promise to Shannon question mark, and so that's why he's always flashing back to this, and that's why Beatrice made that what when they were there at that moment in that area. Like if this whole thing is actually just because the Beatrice is a yandere and decides that she has to kill everybody to so the Battler will love only her or something, or to take revenge because they didn't care about Battler and she cares. That would be really disappointing, but we'll see. I talk about this promise with him, but did we really ever really make such a promise? Son, I firmly made up my mind. Does the fact you're not here mean that after all I'm not determined enough? No, it's because you and God are testing me, isn't it? In that case, I will endure until that promised day inevitably comes. Oh, good God, this is terrible. Poor thing. Please, Butler-san, I want some proof that you haven't forgotten me. You know, it's Butler-san. I was made for Butler's sake. I want him to acknowledge me. Butler-san makes me yearn for him. Butler-san makes me sad. Butler-san makes it hurt. Butler-san, do you still remember me now? One year later, 1983. You saw Butler-kun? How's he doing? He's doing very well. I took Anj and had some tea with him the other day. It's just too bad. I think Asumi-san's parents were even more angry than Butler-kun was. This isn't just an issue between Butler-kun and Rudolph-san anymore. And will Butler be coming back sometime soon? He will make up with Rudolph-san, but it looks like he doesn't intend to return to the Ushiramiya family. Such a shame. Though I don't understand how he feels. Yeah, I mean, Asumi's parents would be really pissed because, yeah, not only did their daughter die, but their daughter died, and they found out that her husband had been having an affair this entire time, and knocked up her mistress while she was still married, while he was still married to her. So yeah. Oh, good God. Oh, this is terrible. Stop being so delulu. A letter from Battler? Awesome. What do you write? Oh no, he didn't send the letter? Is that all of them? Yep, looks like that's all of them. Oh no, thanks a lot. Oh shit, there was no letter for me. Oh no, she really is a yandere. Doesn't look like he'll ever return to Rakajima again. Oh no. It was just more trials. God is testing me. The fact there was no letter for me alone is proof of that. That's what I want to think. But now it's just too much. Please, pick up the phone and give her a call. Like, oh, good God, miscommunication kills. Miscommunication kills your entire family, Ushirimiya Battler. Might have been an important promise to you. It looks like it wasn't for Battler. No way. Then that promise about him coming for you was... I was a dreamer. It was just an illusion I created. Oh, wait. So you're saying maybe this never happened in the first place? That she just hallucinated this? It's about that they were... Oh no, they were probably just meaningless words to make him sound cool. This is Battler's sin. Making Shannon think that it was a promise. Wrong. Huh? It's that he didn't even remember. Interesting. Okay. This is in... Okay. I mean, it makes sense, but I am confused over why it's Shannon, because, you know, Shannon is in love with George in this story, and, like... Then who's the other Beatrice, and is... Unless the Beatrice part is also just, like... another hallucination that Shannon is making. And, God, I don't fucking know. 12-year-olds do be saying some shit just to say it. Oh yeah, I mean that is Battler's MO after all. This is the guy. This is Mr. Small bombs were implanted in their bodies guy. Like he does just say shit. To say it, just to say it. If he simply broke his promise, I could have taken him to task for it. I could have regretted my mistake, or I could have won him back. However, you can't question someone about something they don't even remember. I'm unable to hate Battler-san. After all, Battler-san didn't even break his promise. There just wasn't any promise to start with. Okay. It was nothing more than a sad joke. I'm to blame for this. My irresponsible words led you to believe Battler made a promise. So, it isn't anyone's fault. It's all because I assumed that he felt the same way I did. Battler made no promise, and yet his feelings were surely sincere. But there may have been a difference in degree when compared to yours. It is true he liked you. Of that there can be no doubt. Please just stop it. Even now I love Battler-san. I want to see him. I want him to come back. I believe he'll come back someday, and I want to wait for him. But right now, it's just too much. Is this another trial? Is God telling me to wait for him forever? I can't do that. I want to be with Butler-san. It is the trial that I must go through for that. And it's too painful. I mean, I guess this definitely... What's the word? This is definitely explains the whatever it is, the game of the trial of love and it was, and my theory was, this is clearly telling me that love makes you hallucinate and see things that aren't there. There's the stuff with Erica as well. So things are coming together now. And okay, that's why Beatrice becomes a blonde, because she has to be someone that Battler loves, right? This is my fault. For 3 years, I tortured you with the illusion of a promise that never happened. If I had not nourished the bud of love within you, you would not have suffered so. Shannon, this may sound harsh, but listen. What is it? Forget Battler. There was no bud of love in the first place. Yeah, during the love trial episode 6, Kyrie talked about how you should either fulfill your love or destroy it, because letting it fester will consume you. Yep, okay, yep, yeah. It's all thematic, right? I love Battler. The feeling burns inside me, so I can still not let go of it no matter how much it hurts. So you cannot throw away your bud of love for Battler. Yes. However, at this rate, the root will kill you. People need a universe to survive, and one person cannot create that universe alone. Two are needed. A universe. Together with Battler, you created the universe of that bud of love. Now that one half of that pair is gone, no universe has crumbled. People cannot complete a universe on their own. However, Battler-san, the other person who creates my universe, won't come back. Then you must create a new universe with someone else. You mean create with someone other than Battler-san? I will give you such a person. Which person? A creature to bury the pain in your heart and heal you. He will not betray you. Yes, let us be a sibling. I will give you a little brother. A little brother? A boy you've always been close to at the Fukuin house, whom you love as though he was your real brother. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand, maybe, that the Shannon that we see in the games is not the real Shannon. She is a hallucination made by Beatrice, who is also Shannon, kind of. And Canon, that's why they're saying that they were furniture, because they were not people who were actually there, or, like, at least not those versions of themselves are actually there. Maybe? We'll see. That's why they can't love, because then they are fake versions of these characters who actually love somebody else. Is that? I don't know. I shall accept that bud and those roots in your place. Okay. Yeah, this is the thing they were saying. This is the thing. Hang on. Oh no, I've probably taken too many screenshots to be able to find it, but it was like a yes. I still love Battler, but I cannot love him anymore, so you will take my place. Now go and become Battler's ideal woman by being a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, big boob lady. And if Battler ever does return, if the bud still is not withered and you desire it, I shall return it to you. What do you think of that? Modify this world. Let the bud of love travel from Shannon to Beatrice. Beatrice, from now on you will carry the bud of love. In other words, the role of being infatuated with Battler and waiting for his return will go to you. Okay. While you are still the witch who reigns over Rockinjima's night, you have also been waiting for Ushiromiya Battler ever since that day 3 years ago. Okay. Along with this change in setting, I'll give you a new form as well. You did tell us what his ideal woman would look like, right? Yep. Woman with good figure and long golden hair like a foreign model. Yeah, this is what they were mentioning this in at the end of previous episode. I remember this. Golden hair, a good figure. Yeah, something like that. That's what the new Beatrice will look like. Come now, hold that button love in your heart as you wait for Battler. This way you will learn of love in exchange for earning pain. Yes, this will be the setting for my new world. For that time, you'll be able to learn what love is. Come, let the world be modified. Oh, I am one yet many. Awaken us and stretch your wings in this new world. Okay, this is explaining some bits and the love stories. And given the fact that, you know, everything is basically this is Beatrice's game, and they're all Beatrice's game pieces, and we know that Beatrice is like some hallucination who was a hallucination who was hallucination of Shannon's. So that's why all the characters are wrong and are doing things in the wrong way because Beatrice was just they're her pieces, right? So they can do whatever the fuck she wants, right? Is that what they're trying to get at? Good morning, me. See, normally this would be around the time that I would end it off, but I need to know what happens now and how this all ties in together. 1 year later, 2 years until the incident. Oh, this is the stuff on the epitaph, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't actually read the epi. Did the? Okay, I think the game is still running on the presence that everyone is acting in character. Okay, so it doesn't explain the George stuff then, but well, I guess they'll explain that soon. So now they're saying like it's the epitaph, and the epitaph is stuff about like love that was lost and everything, and that's like the Golden Land, and it's when Battle learns about how Shannon has loved him the entire time, I guess. But like Beatrice didn't write that epitaph. Kinzo did. Was Kinzo in on this? I don't know. Oh wait. I heard a sound. I heard a sound. Wait, no, sorry, it's not there. It's in tips. What am I talking about? It's in tips. No, it's not in tips. Okay, never mind. Nothing has changed. It's just the usual. It's just the sound, but nothing's actually changed. Never mind. Read it, interpret it as you like. So we finally reach the appearance of the epitaph in the portrait. I don't know much about this epitaph. It doesn't exist in my world. Probably not. In your world, there's already a clear successor, you, but not in this world. In other words, this epitaph was set up to choose a grandfather's successor after all. Most likely. Or you might have wanted to believe in the chance of a miracle. It's a difficult riddle made so that no one would be able to solve it. If someone actually could solve it, they themselves would be a miracle. Perhaps that miracle would guide the person Kinzo most wanted to solve it. And sure, this epitaph really does depict a ceremony to revive the witch Beatrice, just as everyone thought. That does seem to be the obvious interpretation, a mysterious ceremony sacrificing 13 people to revive the witch. However, the true ceremony wasn't that. It lies in wait for someone to miraculously solve it. That is the true ceremony. However, the fate does have its irony. So, hang on. Wait, no, please don't tell me that Shannon saw the epitaph and thought that that's what she had to do because she needed to get to the Golden Land. And so she has to kill people, and she has to kill 13 people. And she wanted to do it when Battler came back, because that way Battler would come to the Golden Land with her. Is that it? Is that at the end of the day? It actually was the epitaph that made someone go crazy? Let's see. Kenji already knew. Maybe Kenzo, yep. With the epitaph, the witch Beatrice will revive in the truest sense. Chapter 8, Journey to the Golden Land. Alright, let's see what happens. This is Beatrice. This is Beatrice. What is this? Golden Land, I see. So my world is the Golden Land. On the 9th twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. If I carry out this ceremony, will I revive in the truest sense? Then on the 10th twilight, at journey's end, you shall attain the power of the Golden Land's treasure once and for the last time. The witch shall praise the wise bestow foe treasures. One shall be all the gold from the Golden Land. In the receiver, yep. Human souls, they will obtain a great quantity of gold. However, if I do, it will mean my own resurrection. And so, you aging magician, just when I was mocking the shortness of time left for you, you start a game like this? How interesting, I'll definitely solve it. Then I will revive as the real Beatrice. This is a witch's ceremony, a resurrection ceremony for Beto. Where'd you get this? Hey, Mama, where'd you get this? I'm gonna ask Beto. I'm sure the ceremony will let Beto regain her full power. She'll be able to appear in front of everyone and do miracles of magic without having to worry about the anti-magic toxin anymore. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this is right because at this point someone has shown himself in front of in front of Maria and said that she's Beatrice, so she believes Beatrice is real. And that's how she found out about the ritual. But then again, it's just written there, so. And the epitaph? It seems the family members are all competing to solve the riddle. Good. Let everyone try, and none will solve it, except for the one blessed by a miracle. If I let my guard down, even I might forget the process. That is how difficult it is. And because it is difficult, solving it will bring about a miracle. Precisely. This miracle shall be the last one I desire in my life. My final bit of magic. When a miracle comes and allows one to solve that complicated epitaph, it will surely mean Beatrice's resurrection. Oh, Beatrice, I just want to see your face one more time. I don't need wealth or honor anymore. If only I could meet you one more time. Someone dressed up in a red suit to prove to Maria that Santa is real. Pretty much, yeah. My friend, will my life's final bit of magic show me a miracle? No, that will not. That will do. No one will solve it. That's why a miracle will occur. Master, please tell me one thing. What is it? If I ask you, if a miracle does occur, hmm, if a miracle does occur, if your magic comes true, and Beatrice somehow does revive, what will you do? Master, at one time in the past, you experienced the miracle of Beatrice somehow being reborn. If that miracle happened again, what would you do? Would you have sex with your children again? My friend, so after all, you do blame me. I have no way of knowing everything in your heart and Beatrice Samar's. However, I believe I do understand at least part of the way in which Beatrice Samar adored you. I lament the fact, you may not believe it, but as I've aged, I have come to regret all of it. If a miracle does occur, and Beatrice revives, then of course, I do not care if she knows nothing of the time she spent with me in the past. No, as long as she is Beatrice, I don't care who it is. I just want to apologize. Okay, that's good at least. Is that truly how you feel? Yes, my friend, I regret it. How deeply I regret those mistakes made in youth. You have aged as well, so you must know. One cannot feel guilt of the sins of their youth when one is still young. However, like deep thorns, they began to fester, torturing me. I, Ushirumi Kinzo, no longer care how I die. However, this thorn, this regret, is the one account I must settle. I will return everything to Beatrice, and I will ask her to forgive me for my sins, for that is my only and final wish. Oh, oh, ah. Wasn't the epitaph a trial grandfather made to choose the successor? I thought that too at first. It looks like the situation's a bit different. At this point in time, I also thought it was a trial. That it was a game for selecting a successor, yep. And it wasn't? This epitaph meant something to Ishirimiya Kinzo and Renoe Genji that only the two of them could understand. So this was not the workings of fate. It was inevitable. I was no more than a Cinderella with the pumpkin carriage and glass slippers all prepared beforehand. I get it. So this was a farce that Kinzo and Genji set up. Kinzo did understand, and Genji realized that this was a message. What the I don't have a clue what you mean. What did grandfather understand? What does Genji have to do with this? The epitaph wasn't solved. Someone was made to solve it. And then Beatrice truly revived. If that revival would never happen, what is going on? Then 1986 would still have come, but the incident might have been completely different. And oh right, no, and they're saying that yeah, it's the whoever person this person is who is the Beatrice. I don't know, and then they become I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I am one yet many, and yet we have never been able to resist fate. We are little more than leaves caught in a whirlpool. No matter how we dance, we must eventually be sucked in and disappear. So yeah, my assumption is basically that yeah, that Shannon saw this and then misinterpreted it, but I guess they're also saying that maybe Beatrice, whoever Beatrice, the culprit Beatrice is, actually did solve it and then thought they had to do this, the murder part, to actually make it real or some whatever. I see, the great demon Garb. Very well, my friend. You will now be Garb. You may call yourself that by that name. In that case, I would be honored to receive a name as well. Maria, I need a name for this guy, too. He is also a great demon and serves as my butler. He is a subordinate to whom I can trust. Renov, I guess. 27th ranking of the great demons. He said he'll give you reliable underlings. My, what a coincidence. The family name of my double, Genji, is Renoe. Okay, so it's not Renov, it's Reno. So it is supposed to be different. Oh, that truly is a coincidence. I see, it seems this is the best possible name for you. Very well, you should be known as Renov. Just as a form can be a vessel, a name can be a powerful vessel too. For unknown creatures of the other world, simply gaining a name can greatly increase their magical power. That's why names are important. So you're Vigilia, the one who guides travelers to Beatrice. That is also a splendid name. Perfect for Milady's teacher. Yes. Alright, yes. The world of Beatrice question mark. Be Shannon's confidant, decide to fall in love with Battler so that Shannon won't feel sad, and then do cosplay with a 9-year-old girl. Where we go around and make up imaginary friends. But I'm not good at naming, so I get the 9-year-old girl to do it. Or I guess 7 at this point. Now it's your turn, Fido. Draw pictures of my bunny friends, like you did for Sakataro. Very well, lend me that grimoire. I see. That's cute. And then she's like, okay, that explains the bunny girl. Yeah, that explains the bunny girls and the leotards. Basically, so it's not Ryukishi07 with a leotard fetish. It's this person, the real Beatrice / Leon / whoever the fuck you are, and if you're even a real person, you're the one who has the leotard fetish. This is the most important thing. You're in a forest. I shall put them into leotard because that's what I'm into. Exactly. You see, you get it. They're in a forest band, are they not? A band. Yeah, something like. So a name can become a powerful vessel. How profound. Sakatara is a Vegeta lion. Sorry, not a Vegeta lion, a Vegeta lion. So he doesn't eat meat, but everyone else thinks he does, so then they're scared of him. But Sakatara is also a scaredy cat, so he's just as scared as the others. Sakatara is such a coward. Oh my god. Sakusuke and Sakukichi as siblings. Yep, they're his little brothers waiting for him at home. Sakusuke is more reliable than Sakataro, and Sakukichi is so skillful he can do anything. They're all really good friends. They all play together in my bed. Wait, so did she actually have other stuffed lion toys? Okay, interesting. So that's where okay. So the devil steaks. At one point, yeah, they went into the storage room, found these steaks, nicked them for some reason. Nicked the evil steaks, and then you're like, okay. Bunny ears are pretty hard. I can't. I'm not. I can't come up with a good drawing yet. I'll figure that out later. Once I come out with the. I think I'm satisfied, and yet one little part of me is not. My universe is not complete. My apologies to Maria, but she's not the second person I want to create a universe with. I'm not complete. Vito? Though my minions will each deep in this world in their own existences, becoming full, I alone will never be complete. I know why I will not be complete. It's because you don't have enough magical power. If my power becomes complete and I revive in the truest sense, will my world become complete as well? Does that mean the person I want to nourish the universe will come back? Please don't tell me that she deluded herself into thinking if she follows the thing and kills everybody, then a miracle will happen, and then that miracle will be Battler remembers his childhood promise? That's right. It's because I do not possess enough magical power. The ceremony of resurrection. The ceremony of the portrait's epitaph. Oh, yep, she did it. It was Maria. No, you've doomed us all. If you read that epitaph literally, it does sound like a witch's resurrection ceremony. Yep. If that epitaph's riddle was solved, one might learn the location where Kinzo hid all the gold I once gave him. That's the gold you create with magic, right? Indeed, it's a crystallization of the great magic I possessed in those days. In that case, if you get the gold back, your magical power will go back to normal. Perhaps. It will. It's gonna be your resurrection ceremony. I'll help, so let's solve it together. Then you'll revive, and then when you do, you'll take me to your golden land. The power of cold hard cash. True, true. Yes, that cold hard cash. If I just throw money at it, it'll just create locked room murder mysteries. Behold the Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. You, who seek the Golden Land, follow its path downstream in search of the key. So am I to travel down a river in Kinzo's homeland in search of a key? As you travel down the river, you'll see a village. In that village, look for the shore the two will tell you of. There sleep the key to the Golden Land. The one who obtains the key must then travel to the Golden Land in accordance with these rules. Hmm. Seems everyone is engrossed with solving the epitaph's riddle. Mars believes that the one who solves this difficult riddle will contain Beatrice Samar's soul within them. That's a strange bet. Magic. Looks like he's taking his occult fanaticism as far as it could possibly go. Shouldn't say that. Behold the Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. The master would not describe Odawaru as his beloved hometown. I've heard they live far away. Taiwan. What the? Is he just giving up the answers? Oh, is that so? I see, so that explains what Krausama always used to say. Remember him talking about how the master liked Arikanats? Kenji, you cheater! You're just giving out hints to the one who wants to solve it! He is a fucking cheater. So there was a river with sweet fish in it in the master's hometown in Taiwan, and the key is there? Don't be stupid. There has to be several rivers with sweet fish in the area. The master says his magical ceremony will gain more power if more people try to solve the riddle. You must try as well. Everyone has been given the same chance. Taiwan, is it? Oh, so he lives quite far away. The old Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. Now the word Sweetfish River running through Taiwan. There are many rivers in Taiwan. However, the word Taiwan interests me. It's almost as though that was a hint to solving it. Though I do find it stupid, very well, Genji, why don't I play along with your farce for a while? Taiwan? I've traveled the world at times during these past 1,000 years, but I know nothing of the place. Yes, I will go to the library, yes. Interesting, because the library was also where, that was where Ava and Rosa went to, and they managed to figure it out from here as well, so clearly the right book is in here. An atlas. There must be one of those somewhere around here. Search, my butterfly minions. Find the book I seek in this dusty noble graveyard of knowledge. Taiwan, yeah. Where on this massive island you kids are live? Can't you mention Taiwan, but that's all. Careless I've been. Inside large city's Taipei, the Japanese people used to live at a spot called Taisho. Is that where Kinzo lives? No, it's too early. Sweetfish River running through the hometown. There are 129 rivers in Taiwan. 129? How many of them have sweetfish in them? I already know the 129 rivers. Something else you're trying to tell me. 6 major rivers? Okay. I'm not reading these. I don't know Chinese, Cantonese. I don't know how this. Which of these might have sweetfish in them? Sweetfish are freshwater fish. You don't find ocean water in rivers. As you travel down the river, you'll see a village. In that village, look for the shore that two will tell you of. Sweetfish are freshwater fish, and here's this freshwater river flowing down to a town called Freshwater. Could it be some kind of code? Alright, we're figuring it out, finally. Me solving this riddle was like a game. In the third game, Eva solved the riddle after reading a book in the book archives, yep. Then in the fifth game, further Erica looked for an atlas in that room before solving the riddle herself. And there really is some secret in map of Taiwan. I believe that the Sweetfish River part was a code for Danshui River. Every day I research the surrounding geography in detail. Of course, I also look up several small streams yet. Alright. According to some information from a previous game, we aren't looking for an actual river, but it is something that flows. That's how Ava interpreted it. In the end, Danshi River had nothing to do with it, okay. But it was a great hint. Let's think about something that flows that isn't a river. I'm tired of all this puzzle solving. Stop being annoying and just give us an answer. Methods of transportation? Like a road or a highway? Correct. It took me so long to realize the Sweetfish River is not referred to water itself. That's right. to something other than a river with the name Danshui, something that both people and things flow up and down. Alright. That's it. Railroads, okay. The Danshui line, railroads goes to Taipei to Danshui Harbor, okay. Okay, yeah, I cannot read this shit. What the epitaph say you'd see if you went down the river? A village. There's only one station in the Danshui line with this, the character of a village in its name. And it's that. Sorry, how do you read this? The Japanese pronounce it Kirigan. Its name was changed to Sekihai Station after the war, but when Kinzo lived there, it was Kirigan Station. Alright, we're getting answers. As you travel down the river, you'll see a village of this. In that village, look for the shore the two will tell you of. It's the only one. You can also see the character for sure. In the end, it took me quite... So yeah, English speakers are not solving this. Definitely not. Yeah, it took me quite... No. I mean, listen, Robin, I'll tell you one thing. Google Translate is not going to understand kanji. Kanji has a single kanji can have like a gajillion different readings of it. There is no way Google Translate will be able to understand word games using kanji. If it's just like, that's the whole thing. See, when I was using Google Translate, I was using Google Translate on the parts where characters were talking in katakana. The phonetic alphabet that's only used for spelling foreign words. So, it's kind of the opposite, the complete opposite. Kanji and katakana are almost like complete opposites. Considering kanji comes from Chinese, whereas katakana is used to spell, yeah. Okay, this station has the character for village and the character for shore. Yeah. First character in Kirigan has a the character for mouth, and the other half of the first character means the word that, right? That village is shore, and the mouth is telling me of it. Okay. But I don't get what the two means. Okay, this is it. Again, it's all words. 3 characters of Kirigan can be split into a mouth, that, a village, and a shore. There's real words that appear in the epitaph. Yep. Okay, this is really funny. There are 2 mouths. So I decided to travel to the Golden Land in accordance with the epitaph. In the first twilight, offer the 6 chosen by the key as sacrifices. We tell this line the key refers to 6 things. Yep, reasoning, yep. Yeah, we already know this thing. The location of the key called Kirigan was hidden by a word game. That meant the 6 things were surely connected by some sort of word game. Probably it's the Kirigan is just the Japanese reading of the name and how they pronounce it there. Okay, no, this is really funny. It's pronounced Kilion and written in Roman characters. That's 6 letters long. Okay, is that how it works? 6 letters. That is a word game after all. So it means by the 6 chosen by the key. Okay. Talking about like this sounds like a line of reasoning. Yep. In the second twilight, we start hearing about those that remain. Yep, which reasoning opens with the possibility of the 6 letters of the key being removed from an even larger set of letters. Yep. Or the 6 letters be. Yep. So now it's got to be an even All right, now like a really long word or something. Yeah. In the previous game, yeah, Aunt Rosa formed some sort of theory about the first Twilight. Yeah. Don't overthink it. What else can the word power mean? You reach, or rather raise yourself to the power of 4 treasures, starting at Twilight number 10. This is done once and for the last time. So it's an exponent, like a math problem. Raise it to the power of 4? What the? Oh my, I mean, this is fun, and I love that it's like, no, you weren't going to be able to solve this. He was sitting on this problem for years and then finally released like episode 7, like, here you go, now I explained it. 10 to the 4th power is 10,000. If you reach 10,000 on the 10th Twilight, how many have you gotten by the first Twilight? What? 10 to the 4 is 10,000. If you reach 10,000 on the 10th... Oh, that's just 1/10 of 10,000. 1,000, right? Right. Well, that gives a single word. There's nowhere near enough letters. Yep. However, we will obtain the power once and for the last time. We interpret that rating 10 to the 4th power, and doing the same thing one final time, we end with 10 quadrillion. That's 10 quadrillion at the 10th Twilight, or quadrillion at the first Twilight. This battler guessed, oh, it has 11 letters. Or should I say, as you guessed? Ah, okay, quadrillion. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, no one was ever gonna get this. Strangely enough, both words begin with Q. Quadrillion and quillion, yep. Okay, got it. Alright, alright. So, was it... I hope they, like... Okay, yep. So, when we take them out, what do we have left? Yeah. Okay, the two parts that are close are, like, D and R, I guess. Number 5. The word kill appears 5 times. Then on the 9th Twilight, none should be left alive. Should be 5 letters left. Yep. 2 of these letters are close to each other, the D and the R. Doctor. Wait, doctor. Okay, no. Sorry. If we went crazy, it'd be like DR and R that are close to each other, you could say it'd be Doctor. Like, we have to kill Dr. Nandro now, but that obviously doesn't happen, so. But you know that much, this much, all that remains is to gouge and kill. Place the device that opened the door to the Golden Land. Quick-witted person should be able to figure out where the first Twilight is by now. Huh? I thought the first Twilight was quadrillion, not a place. It's the place where quadrillion is written. You should know it. Or did you blindly follow Kindle's orders, never go near it? What? Is it the chapel? It's probably the chapel, isn't it? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. I can't end it now. I'm so close. Oh, we've got it. Chapter 9, the day where it's revived. Oh shit. Oh, I'll make a save, at the very least. But okay. Alright, I'll keep going, just because I can't just end it now. To figure out what we do at this point. Quadrillion? There's only one place you'll find that word on Rockanjima. Okay. Yeah, it is the chapel. Unless my memory is mistaken, this is probably the place. Yep. Mysterious building. Yeah, which should be built at the same time as the mansion. Makes sense. No one's at Kindo ever used it for worship, and members of the families have never been allowed inside. With strict orders to the non-reposure without a reason, its purpose had always been a mystery. Makes sense. quadrillion. English words were written there. You will be blessed only at a probability of quadrillion to 1. Huh. I can't remember if they've mentioned this before. They probably have. So you thought this was that probability was of someone solving this riddle. Okay, so what's in the chapel is the question. Because we've been to the chapel a few times. We haven't seen any hidden doors or anything. Oh, it's in the relief. Whenever we cleaned the chapel, this relief was the only thing that Genji always made sure he polished himself. Okay. Yeah. Quadrillion. Okay. Oh my goodness. So you gotta like press the buttons on like they're in the right order. Is that it? So am I to sacrifice the 6 letters chosen by the key for quadrillion? Yep. Don't tell me this letter. No, it had to be like this. Yep, there'd be no other way to opt for sacrifices. Oh. Yep, okay, so you gotta pull it out. Okay. Yep. This part's a wedge, though. It's a key. The key is attached to the back of the queue? Really? That sounds pretty... I was gonna say that sounds pretty easy, but then again, Ava did manage to figure this out in another timeline, so... And Battler did as well. A key is attached to the back of the queue and been stuck into a keyhole in the relief. Oh, so they've all got keys, but they're all with the wrong keys. An A in both I's and an N. I only sacrifice 1 L, but there are 2 L's here. 2 L's. I don't know which one I should sacrifice. Well, there are only 2. If I make a mistake, I can try the other one. Now the first twilight is over. Onto the second twilight. Those who remain shall tear apart those who are close. The D and the R are close. What does it mean to tear them apart? Pull them out. Guardian kill probably means to turn the keys and take them out. In this part going from head to leg must mean starting from the left and going right. Alright. In that case, must be 5 characters left over. Tear apart doesn't mean kill. We have to read tear apart, putting a gap between the D and the R. But how? Okay. In this next part, praise my name. This is a word game. Those who remain shall praise my noble name. So what are the remaining 5 letters supposed to do? Probably change their order to form a word? Okay. D-U-R-L-O. Durlo. Allroad. Louder. Louder? No. Dolor. Praise my name. The man's name is Ushiramiya Kinzo. Is the U part of Ushiramiya? No. My name must refer to Kinzo. Is it gold? No, there's no G. Roll. It's Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord, okay. Oh, is it Lordu because it's like the, what's the word? The, like, Japanese way of saying it? Ushiromiya. Lord Ushiromiya? On the fourth twilight, gouge the head. Gouge the chest. And the R, then the D, and finally the U. Click. Oh, yeah, that's a click. In the ninth twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. Cut lion statue. Ushiromiya Leon? Oh, here we go. Follow the lions. All right. So is this the entrance to the Golden Land, Kinzo? Do you find it? Grandfather's gold? Yes, it took ages and ages, but I had reached the Golden Land. According to previous games, there was an underground VIP room there along with 10 tons of gold, right? Yep. What? Someone's here? Unless it's Shannon or something. It wasn't Kinzo. Oh, no, it's Genji. Okay, that makes sense. You. Did you reach this place by your power alone? Indeed. The master has said he will hand over the gold and the headship to the first person who solves the epitaph, and he believed that person will be Beatrice. Beatrice? Me? This is fate. It is fate that brought you to this day. Come this way. Oh! That's the witch's dress. Change into this. Why? This is... So it was a girl? Or this is something... I don't know. I wasn't the real Beatrice. I was a different witch stealing the name of the witch from Kindo's delusions. And now I've succeeded the real Beatrice. By solving the epitaph's riddle, my resurrection will be complete. I was the one who decided on that rule. And after I put this on, you will go to the master. Ready yourself. Oh, God. Genji, didn't he try to sexually assault somebody who last person who he thought looked like Beatrice? Wait here. Okay. Master, it is Genji. I cannot believe this day has come. Fate can be such a strange thing. Enter, Beatrice-sama. Go ahead, Beatrice-sama. Kenzo-san, she is here. Oh. Beatrice. Beatrice. Beatrice, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew how you felt, and yet I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Oh, Beatrice, Beatrice, you need not forgive me. You need not say anything. I simply needed to apologize to you just once. Beatrice just sang there like, what the hell is he talking about? Oh. So, I see that you are alive. I'm glad. I beg your forgiveness for keeping this a secret from you all this time. No matter. I do not fault you, Genji, considering the sin I committed every single day until now has been necessary for my atonement. However, there can be no doubt that today's miracle is a true one. By her own power, without anyone's help, she solved the epitaph before anyone else. Well done, solving such a difficult epitaph. Thanks. Indeed, your voice resembles your mother's. Even your face reminds me of that mother and daughter. There can be no doubt that Beatrice's blood flows through your veins. Yes, the traces of the Lady of Kuadorian in her youth are right there. Beatrice-sama, please forgive me for keeping this a secret, even from you. Your parents are Beatrice-sama and the Master. What? It's true. Until now you have been raised as a child without parents. However, your true father is the Master. Your true mother is Beatrice-sama. Is that, really? Yes, you truly are a descendant of Beatrice-sama. I truly carry Beatrice's blood? Yes, there is no doubt of that whatsoever. It must have been hard for you to live until this day without knowing a parent's affection. Yet how wonderfully you've grown, so you all knew about me. Beatrice. No. Leon. Okay, it is Leon. Alright. That is the name I wanted to give you. It is your true name. Leon, I will now return to you everything that Beatrice gave me. I return to you the gold, as well as everything of the Ushirimiya family, which was created by it. This was already like 2 years ago. Leon, my child, all the ways your fate has been toyed with until today were caused by my sins. Please forgive me. You will now inherit my ring. You are the new Ushirimiya family head. All of that gold belongs to you. I ask that you use it as you please, and hope that it will be enough to heal some small part of the pain you have suffered. That trifling amount of gold may be nothing in comparison with the sin I committed, but even so, it should be enough to bring you some comfort. Thank you. Leon, I have one final request. What is that? Could you call me? Sorry, what did you say? Could you call me father? I understand why you are not able to. I have not been a father to you in any way. Furthermore, you've been raised without knowing anything about a father. I realize it's not a name you can call me by. And I realize I have no right to ask this of you. But even with that in mind, please, if I could just hear that, I would have no further regrets. Yes. Father. Thank you, Leon, my child, and Beatrice as well. Thank you for this last chance to ask for forgiveness. Of course, I don't believe that I have been forgiven by this alone. I shall atone for the rest as I burn in the fires of hell. I, Ushruma Akinzo, have no more regrets in this life. None at all. No regrets or matters left unfinished. Wahaha, wahaha. What, he just died? Did he just die on the spot? Master. Dr. Nanjo? Yes. It was a peaceful death. I don't think he had any regrets at all. It may be that the Master died long before now. It was only his magic and tenacity that kept him here for so long. And he finally had a chance to apologize to Beatrice-sama for everything, and finished everything he had to do, except for not telling his fucking children about everything, so now they're gonna have to deal with all this shit. I mean, I don't think... I mean, Kinzo is a crazy monster, and a jerk, and a rapist, but, like, I don't think this is even the best way to die, because everybody else has to deal with this bullshit. Please rest in peace. But, you know, rest in peace. I believe that you have redeemed yourself. Father. So then what happened? Also, take this key. What is this? There's a key to the underground VIP room. If you use this, you won't need to use that entrance contraption. You are already the master of Rokkenjima. You have the right to know all of this island's secrets. Just about Kuadorian, yep. Yeah, this must be super weird and uncomfortable for Beatrice. Well, that too as well. Yeah, it's like the Harry Potter story, but like, you know, it's like a. By the way, you're not an orphan. You are in fact the heir to the family, and here's all of the rules, and here's all the restrictions, and here's all the secret money that you now have. By the way, you random servant who until now you've been enjoying yourself by playing make believe with a 7-year-old. What should we do? Kinzo-san is dead. I will tell Krauss-sama and Madame that he's passed away. Then we must tell them that Leon Samar is the official successor to the headship. After all, from this point forth, yep. Okay, well that didn't happen, so what happened? Today I've learned who I am. Everyone knows about their parents, but I didn't at the time of my birth. And here today I finally learned the truth. That alone is enough for me. I am Leon, and I am the Golden Witch Beatrice. Knowing that is enough for me. I don't plan on calling myself the head. Krausamar can take that job. Is that your order, is to issue me a family head? Yes. As you wish, Master, then I will make it so. And please don't tell anyone what happened tonight. I want to stay me. There's nothing I'd want to do with the Ushume headship or the gold. I want to wait here on this island, as I have done in the past. I want everything to be exactly the same as it was. That's my only wish. And wait for Battler. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the metaphor is actually that, maybe Shannon wasn't actually in love with Battler. Maybe the whole thing is that he did say that stuff to Shannon, and then Leon, or whatever, Yasu, or whatever then her name is, saw that, and then she fell madly in love with Battler. And that's the whole, maybe that's what, I think that's what the story is here. That she was basically watching from afar. I don't know why she wasn't, being a part of the playing with them, but like she was watching them from afar, and she fell madly in love with Battler. And that's why he doesn't know or remember, because like it was just a little thing he said, not even to somebody he wasn't even really in love with. I think that's what this plot is. Let's see. Unless this Beatrice isn't even real. In which case, I'm not sure. And I became the true Beatrice, the Golden Witch, right here in my very own Golden Land. If I think about it, not much has actually changed. After all, I've always been the Golden Witch. I've just had a few more people acknowledge that. November 29th, the day I became a true witch. Oh, I am one yet many. I am the Golden Witch Beatrice, the true ruler of Rokkenjima and the possessor of endless gold. And yet I am in no way complete. I await for the return of the one person I love. And that's the end of the storybook, which means it sounds like the perfect place to end things off for today. I'll stop the recording.